Hello everyone, I'm back playing some more Cybernight's Flashpoint. I hope you're still with me, even after last time's not so stellar first recording. I still have no idea exactly what caused the audio there to be that warbly. My best guess is that I accidentally nudged my fan to be blowing towards my microphone. Your guess is as good as mine. I think I fixed it, so there should be no more issue going forward. Now, last time we left it here at the base after our first successful mission. And today I think I'm going to explore everything there is in this base. Now the tutorial asked me to clean 2 rooms up. See, this is gonna take 7 days. And 6k, I have 46. Okay, so the lower rooms cost more. Currently only need 2. Let's start working on this. And this. So these are gonna be done in 7 days. Doesn't seem to be showing up on the timeline, but that's okay. Now, what do we have here? Let's start from the top. We got power level. Your merc company's underworld renown and infamy represented in a single power level. Team power level is unaffected by merc headcount, level, gear, etc. It is a measure only of your accomplishments and your legend. Game team power level exclusively by completing missions and stories. Okay, so it's sort of an indicator of how far along you are in the story. Maybe reaching certain thresholds are going to unlock new stuff. We'll have to see. We got some heat. As we stir trouble in the underworld, with the law and with criminals alike, we produce heat. Heat has the following effects. The sec level of any mission we attempt starts elevated by +1 per 25% heat. This will not cause an immediate security escalation, but does give the security AI immediate access to more dangerous escalation cards. This has no effect on combat-only missions. Interesting. Contacts may reach their heat limit and stop dealing with us. Our team's stress resistance decreases by 1 per 5 heat. If headhunters are pursuing us, the chance that they will ambush us during a mission increases by 1 per 4 heat. This has no effect if we are not being pursued by headhunters. Heat burns off at a rate of 1% per day. Interesting. So I'm guessing this means that you can't exactly do a bunch of jobs back to back. You need to actually lay low, stay out of trouble for a while. I like this. Famous headhunters. If we make powerful enemies in the underworld or the shining megacorporate towers, they may hire assassins, headhunters, and worse to hunt us down and put us down. There is a 0% chance the headhunter tracking us may make an attempt to collect on our bounty in the middle of a heist or job, aiming to surprise our team and take us out. Very interesting. I'm guessing these are gonna be like the Chosen in XCOM 2. Just randomly appear on a job. What's this? Nano Scrubber. Nano pollution is a deadly, invisible, and unavoidable risk of safe houses hidden in the abandoned parts of the NBZ. Well, this one seems to be at a steady 0. I don't know. NBS cubes, nano-bearing substrate cubes, are the raw material component required for modern nanofab forges. Okay, so these are gonna be the stuff we collect. So we can make stuff and not just work off the stuff we find during a mission, I'm guessing. Blue cubes are the standard supply for crafting and provide a 2% crafting cost discount. Is that per cube? Or as long as you have any at all? We got red cubes. Red cubes are an enhanced supply that provide a 5% reduction of crafting time and add 5% to the chance of rolling intrinsic bonuses for weapon or armor craft. Okay, so these are not required, but give you better odds. Gold cubes provide a 10% chance to the chance of rolling intrinsic bonuses for weapon and armor craft. Okay. Got some money. Market, inventory, contacts, journal, and a help screen. Let's get back to these in a minute. So this must be the timeline. New conversation. We're gonna recover in 2 days. And we sent our hacker on some legwork. That's 3 days. Okay, so you have a new conversation topic. And you're here. Cybernetic surgery takes time. Splicing something into the spine goes deep. Okay, we can discuss this. Nothing keeps Fortuna down. He will be back in the game before you know it. Running a heist team requires judicious planning. While you are waiting for Fortuna to recover, you can start preparing your mercenary base for the next phase by cleaning 2 rooms. Once you've scheduled those tasks, advance the timeline with the play button in the top left. Okay. So that's just what the tutorial already told us. Looks like Emil also has something to say here. I have to admit, I thought we were DOA. Gunned down on the rooftop by some ultra-tech goons before Fortuna even got his wires. We're lucky to have Remy watching over us. Okay, so is this a development between the squad mates? We've got to be able to lean on each other. I'm glad you know Remy has all of our backs. Maybe you'll give her a little less pet next time she has a good idea too. Take that into consideration. Okay, positive relationships such as respect create a bond between characters and contacts. The benefits of hype, the negatives of stress, and the effects of story decisions all flow through relationships, from one character to another. In addition, deploying characters in positive relationships on jobs together can also increase hype, reduce stress, yield positive trait changes, and even increase XP gains. Okay. That's interesting. So you are very much incentivized to keep a tightly knit group together. Okay. We have no missions. 2 tasks ongoing. We have 4 ready mercs. 2 ready to train, 1 on legwork, and 1 injured. Alright. We have cold storage. Oh, so these are the files that we took on the job. Got some corporate invoices. Looks like this one is worth 4K. It's ultra tech in nature. These invoices detail payments made to blue card holders who have been awarded a work contract, temporary corporate citizenship, and personal identification card within the megacorp. Okay, I'm sure this is fluff. Within the records there is a pattern of contract terminations without cause. Is this like blackmail material that we can pawn off? Yeah, just stuff we can sell. Alright then. Selling corporate invoices. Payments for the use of undisclosed facilities, likely for illegal research, torture, or imprisonment. Select buyer. Okay, I'm guessing these are our contacts. We can actually check it. Yeah, these are our contacts. And they all offer the same. Do I care which one I want to give it to? Looks like they each have one favor with me. Or maybe I have one favor with them. I don't think it matters, so let's give this one to you. Okay, Ultra Tech personal files. This one is worth 12K. These files include legal listing of all funds owned and controlled by the corporation, okay. Oh, and Potato offers more for these. Okay. Let's check the inventory. I looted quite a bit of stuff last time. Biorecycler. Level 1 common item. I think this one means how many people I have it equipped to. Applied by spray, the silent and highly efficient solvent permeates target material, breaking down biological tissues and synthetic compounds, and leaving behind only a pool of thick fluid behind. Carrying this item, press the following talent during a mission. Biorecycler. Dissolves a dead body within 3 meters. Body timers cancelled. This body will not be discovered. Okay, so this is basically the same as the Scourge's skill, but in a consumable format. So if you're gonna be the stealthy kind, this is one way to do it. Alright. Bio-stitch bandages. Heal 30 HP for yourself or a teammate. Healing cancels bleeding out. It has 3 charges. That's pretty nice. Got a Dazzler. High-powered but short-range laser is capable of momentarily blinding a target. It debuffs an enemy within 18 meters with stunned. Interesting. Little bit of portable stun. have a defensor, light pistol. I think we already have these equipped for everyone. Or maybe this is the non-silent version. Okay, we have a whole lot of details. And stats here. Okay, at or above 80% accuracy. Is a glancing hit, so it always deals some damage. Semi-auto usually attacks for 2 AP, but you can still attack with your final 1 AP. Oh, that's interesting. Stealth kill 100. Critical hits against the surprise target cause additional 100% critical damage. Oh, that's pretty nice. I kinda want to check now. Yeah, you have a defensor, but that's also modded with a silencer. Okay. I see. So the silencer removes a little bit of damage. And range. In exchange for a stealth crit bonus. And a whole lot of noise. Okay, you still have the shock mine. I was under the impression last time that these are consumables. Unless we had some extra. Anyway. So this is just the basic type. Sells for 9k though. That's not bad. Got an echo jammer here. Disables a level 1 security device for the next 2 turns. That's pretty nice. Unfortunately, I have 2 people with this in skill form. It's not like I need this all that much. First aid kit. Immediately heals 160 HP. Within 3 meters. Okay, so these bio-stitch bandages are the worst option here. Except they only use 1 AP. Okay, so regular patch-up versus emergency. And it looks like pretty much everyone can carry one. Got some high explosive grenades. 100 pure and 100 kinetic damage. Got some hyper V-caps. Buff yourself with plus 10 evasion, plus 1 initiative, plus 1 move points, plus 15 move speed for the next 3 turns. Interesting, so this is the run up to them boost. Got some SMG. And the shock mine. Alright. Let's check the market. There's a lot of stuff. Looks like all sorts of mods also. Looks like skills for hacking. Haven't gone into that one yet. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take my time with this one. Off recording. Ooh. It's a pistol, SMG barrel. Gives extra damage. And pure damage. Regular crit bonus. At the expense of stealth crit bonus. And a whole bunch more recoil. Interesting. Anyway. Check the contacts real quick. They have a bunch of traits and affiliation. If you know Star Traders Frontier, then all of these might be familiar to you. So we have a gang boss contact here who sells us combat drugs and street meal items. Buys armor blueprints, gang accounts, used items. I wonder how you designate that. And blueprints. You have exposure. Accumulates from mission failures. Missions run against the contact's faction, story events and eras. As exposure reaches 80%. A contact will suffer exposure limit breaks, which can weaken their underworld services, mutate negative traits, and increases their chances of being targeted or killed by their enemies. If a contact is a friend, they may consider betraying you. Okay, so as we're playing the game, these contacts are not gonna stay static. I like that. They also have influence, which accumulates from successful missions. It also gives influence limit break, but in a positive way. And if you help an enemy, they may actually turn to your side. Okay. We got power level, personal power within the faction. We got trust. Strength of your relationship increases mission payments, and if negative, blocks all services. Okay, so these are unavailable until I bring it up to positive. Okay. Favors. Gain favors by completing missions for contacts, selling contacts high value items, or putting them into your debt. Alright. Favor value. Each favor can steal a limit break or trade for mission leverage for up to 23k in purchasing power. Obligations. Favor that we owe to this contact and may be invoked to compel our assistance. Ha! Alright, and he holds a grudge against Fortuna and Blur. Okay, we have two enemies, looks like. Syndicate boss and the gang boss. This is the guy we should be looking to kill according to our character. Here you are vengeful. Headhunters gain plus 2% chance and prefers killing to send a message as a secondary objective. Impatient prefers high-speed turn limit as secondary objective. 25% shorter mission deadline. Alright. Not sure if these are active all the time or only when we're doing missions. About this faction. What's this? Cannot co-conspire. This contact has negative trust score with our knight and team, and rebuff this face talent. And you're trusted, but you also cannot co-conspire. Because you don't have a job. No, I can co-conspire with you. Pick a contact to work with directly. Spend a charge to immediately find a job that will benefit you both. Interesting, so if you don't like what the RNG tosses at you, you can force work for your contact. I see. This is still a whole bunch of information. We're gonna slowly digest it. But for now, let's actually carry on with what the game wants. Shortcut for stopping timeline is B. Shortcut for advancing it is V. Should you really be back on your feet, Fortuna? Evening Blur, you're up late? We've all been stewing here. It's been a nervous wait for you to recover. But look, let me get you back to bed. I'm 12 days out of cyber surgery, riding a wave of pain medis. I'm not going anywhere. I'm fine. I'm just standing here thinking. Like the thing in your spine is thinking? I'm the only one thinking, Blur. My new spinal is a lot of things. A quantum crypt, a tactical computer, a quantum countermeasures broadcaster. But it is not some AI floating around in my skull. Sorry, I know. But yeah, I'm thinking with it. I'll find some time to talk to the others tomorrow. I know I need to calm some frayed nerves. This quantum rider changes nothing. And everything. We all swallowed a big bottle of risk on this one, but it's going to pay off. We'll come up aces, I know it. But if you're going to be a stubborn forklift and refuse to go back to bed, we can at least talk shop. What's our next play? Make your choice and continue. Okay. We need a bankroll. We need to test these new teeth in a heist. We can ask about Octane or about Ultratech. I don't remember. Who is this Octane again? Octane called twice while you were under. But the team had agreed to go dark, so I let it beep. Honestly, I didn't want to talk to Octane until she could see you're up and in fighting shape. Well, she can wait a little longer then. I don't know, not much longer, Fortuna. You're a big investment, you know. You can call Octane directly by clicking on the timeline event, or wait for her call by pressing play to advance the timeline. Okay, so what about Ultratech? Right on the roof, nearly on our heads, and another team came through the lobby. So someone snitched us, but late. Otherwise, they would have been just waiting for us. It could have been someone on the surgical team. I can't square how it would be someone on our team and we'd still be alive. Nah, this isn't one of our own. I sent Remy to figure it out quietly. Good moves. We can trust Remy with this one. She knows this kind of work is done far from the safe house. Okay. We need to get a new heist. When Octane offered us the loan, we knew we'd need hot cash shortly after the operation. We've been saving the forward up just for this purpose. Emil found this one and scoped the facility out. It's a site where McKellen Heavy Industries is dismantling a major operating base in Ward 7, the move it to the new construction site for Ward 11. It's not perfect, we have to hit the base before they siphon off all the valuables. McKellen security is still going to be present, but they're not going to be on high alert. But we can dump the files, blueprints and cubes straight to the black market for United Digitals, maybe enough to cover most of our first loan payment. And we need those credits. Octane's repayment schedule is very steep. We can prep, plan and deploy for the forward up in the Command HQ. Okay, so we get a bit of a free mission right at the start, okay. Enough, Fortuna. I don't care what you say. You're going back to bed. Okay. If you insist. I'll want to be looking fresh to talk to Octane tomorrow anyway. A new job forward up is ready to be planned in the Command HQ. Okay, next up. You are doing legwork. 5 days to talk with Octane. We have 21.5 days to do the forward up. What's this? Our loan payment of 500k will be due to Octane in 30 days. Ouch. I am 10% of the way there. Ah, this one is Octane. You have really high influence here. Yeah, and we owe her a favor. And Mongrel too. Yeah, I think we need to keep track of these obligations more than anything. Okay. Let's forward time a little bit. I figured out who made the call, cleanly and quietly, as promised. And Ultratech? None the wiser. The AO Clinic network is a sprawling mess, and they didn't notice one more tap on their trunk line. Well done. Ultratech missed us at my operation by a minute, so this is a perfect time to become only a hazy memory. And the rat? A research lead in the biotech division must have seen something outside of Dr. Ekman's surgery suite. Got spooked and called a superior. 1. Katie McSimon. That's a relief. It was just a bad look by some random at the clinic. Should we try to squeeze a little more out of this one? We dodged gaining any heat on this legwork. Heat burns off by 1 point per day, but makes our life more difficult. As our heat rises, target security for our jobs will be stiffer, some contacts will stop dealing with us, and the stress on the team increases. If we feel the heat just around the corner, we might want to lay low for a while. Okay, I don't think I want to follow up on this one. Forget her, we've got bigger rats to fry. Very well. You cannot just talk to a contact that way. Ready to train. Oh, it's a level up kind of thing. Okay, that's gonna be next. Let's wait for this conversation. I told you, you call Octane, but I would have to do it for you. What do you think? You're my handler? How else do you think anything would get done around here, Fortuna? Fair enough. You can even punch in her seat to the deck. What an honor. Alright, here she comes. Let's see what we can learn. Aha, look what the black soup was done. Fortuna went into a sterile operating bay at the Oak Clinic. He wasn't swimming in the Boston Harbor. Ouch. Oh, he took a journey into the black, alright? The splicer said every new cyber knight dies on the operating table when they are laying the quantum filaments. It's just a question of whether you come back or not. You wouldn't have been the first. I'm standing here, alive and cranking. Your investment didn't die on the table. I've missed you, Fortuna. Can I say that? It feels like it's been a long wait. It's nice to be missed, but why the sudden rush to chat? Has something changed? No, nothing has really changed. The tide comes in and out every day, but the harbor is still a black goo. The Ultratech tech response team scooped our friendly Dr. Ekman up. I don't think he will be seen again. Is that going to be a problem? No, it won't be. Their interrogators will easily tease out the fact that his brother owed a life debt to the cartel. But there isn't anything else he can tell them. It was all set up blind. Ultratech won't be a step closer to you or me after their long chat with the good doctor. The tide comes in, the tide comes out. Some of us go, some of us stay. I have missed you, Fortuna. So poetic. I wanted to check on your recovery. To be less poetic, I wanted to check on my investment. Like the tide, competition within the D cartel is rising, and I may need your help sooner than expected. So, you expect us to work for you, as well as pay your debts? I see your priorities are straight. Let's talk money. You chose to be direct, so I will be direct. You owe me a lot of United Digitals, more than you may be able to repay. We are... Please, I am not here to threaten you or try to ratchet up your interest until the debt is unpayable. I called to make you an offer. I have a job for you. I need you to recover something that has been stolen from me. We do jobs, we do stolen property. What will you pay? I will erase your debt entirely, Fortuna. Whoa. Hold the line, Chumbo. Are you saying that you found an impossible to find Cyber Knight's computer, loaned us 2 mil to install it? All that just so we can do a job for you? It is a very sensitive matter internal to the cartel. You will be going directly against the syndicate. Recovery is only the first step. The thief is Ghoul, a syndicate blade, who won't part easily with my stolen property. But once you have recovered my property, I need a Cyber Knight. I need you to sneak it into a secure data center. And if we pull it off, you will drop the 2 million debt? Recover my lost property into data center, and the 2 million United Digitals are forgiven. Our repayment schedule is 4 payments of 500k every 30 days to total 2 million. We knew coming in that this schedule might be impossible to keep. Okay, so we can actually choose not to take the deal. Interesting. I think I'm just gonna take this, since currently I don't really know what I'm doing. We need to see the specs on these jobs, but we'll take your offer. So, was this the plan all along? You never wanted us to pay off the debt. If you had insisted, I'd take the money and find someone else to do the work. I'm glad you can see the business sense of taking my offer. We're going to need a lot more details before we can promise anything, but we'll look at your jobs. Everything is coming over right now. You know how to contact me if you have any questions. Octane's Haven Smokeout is ready to be planned at Command HQ. Additional conversations and options for each job are available from the Command HQ. With that piece of business concluded, I will leave you to your planning. Well, she has disconnected. Okay, how many lies do you think we just got fed? All the lies, I think. A pack of lies or not, we need to take this offer. But that doesn't mean we can't keep sifting through the lies to find the truth. Agreed. We've accepted Octane's first job to buy ourselves some time to do just that. We have only heard Octane's side of the story here. We need our own read on her power plays within the D cartel. Where did this zombie spinal computer really come from? I'm not surprised that it's a zombie quantum rider. It's been illegal for half a century to nanofab these things. But Octane was hiding something important behind the excuse of the cartel secrets. Do you think Octane might know more about the Dead Knight than she was willing to say? Absolutely. Maybe she killed the Knight to get the rider, who knows? Or the Knight died on the very job that Octane is sending us on. We need to take Octane's offer, but we don't have to take it blind. Someone better start quietly digging on the previous owner of your new Quantum Rider. Used Quantum Rider, zombied actually. New to you at least. Let's just stick with new Cyber Knight's computer, okay? We can send in someone on legwork. We can say we're too short on mercs for legwork right now. Delay this a little bit. I'm still waiting for a couple more days. Let's see. Yeah, I can send Emil. 68% success rate. For 7 days. We cannot attempt this once, and if we fail, there's a risk of injury. Gain the lead, but run afoul of ultra-tech soldiers. Cyber Knight doesn't die in New Boston and have their Quantum Rider cut out without leaving a trace, money or blood trail. We're going to find out where my rider came from, one way or another. Yeah, okay, sure. Let's do this. So the thing in your spine was dug out of someone else's spine recently. We need to focus on the events before that part. Who was the last knight who owned the Quantum Rider? How did they die? How did Octane come into ownership of the implant? Those sound like dangerous questions to ask. I'll get you answers, Fortuna. I know this is very personal for you. Well, yeah, the thing is in my spine. The story we've been told doesn't hold water. Anything we can do to start putting the puzzle pieces together is worth the risk. Okay, interesting. We already sent someone on the legwork. There's still the option to delay it. Oh well, the deal is made. We hit Ghoul hard and get this loan cleared. Intel is power, so let's gather some while we are taking on the Haven Smokeout heist. Then we'll know what to do next. Alright then. We have 5 days. For the Haven Smokeout. This high-stakes mission and unique opportunity will not likely occur again. This is your one shot to take it or leave it. Okay, and I just sent someone away for 7 days. We'll have to see if I can choose who to take on this. Okay, let's clean up. Now that you have cleaned out a room, it is time to start upgrading it. Before a new module can be installed, the utilities in the room must be upgraded. All modules require a supply of power to operate. First, you need to open room management for the clean room, and then use the upgrade utilities interface to start a task that upgrades the power utility. The power utility flows outwards from the safe house's central lift. So here, for rooms adjacent to the lift, the maximum power utility is set by the command HQ. For outer rooms like this one, the maximum power utility is set by the room adjacent to the central lift. As we build out our base, we will build rooms that require less power in the outer rooms. I see. So if I click this one, use this interface to select a utility and purchase an upgrade. Upgrades take time and cost credits. The more upgraded the utility is, the more expensive and time-consuming the next level is. The first level isn't very expensive, so start that now. Okay, 1 day and 5k. And once it's level 1. We can start putting some things. Okay, upgrade power wires. Okay, so Haven Smokeout with a mix of stealth and combat, and it has some hacking. Client and the enemy. It requires my character earn 189k for completing primary objectives. Wow, that really is an opportunity we cannot really pass up. Octane will gain power level, trust and influence, extra trust, extra 47k killing the Syndicate's wire ghost, whatever that is. Plus 2 favors with Octane if completed before end of turn 14. Ha! Very interesting. This forward up. We must make our own rewards by stealing whatever we can during the raid. Oh, so this is just cleaning. Okay. Well then, I think I'm going to cut it here. Maybe look around the market. Buy a bunch of upgrades and stuff off camera. And then next time, do this smokeout mission. Thank you for watching. If you liked the game so far, consider leaving the video a like, and I'm gonna be back with some more. See you next time.